Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. So,
Yes, it's visible.
so yeah. Hello everyone. Good evening. I welcome you all to the ServiceNow Masterclass by GradX Academy. Today's agenda is discussing about the ServiceNow and the ServiceNow development career. What are the opportunities we have in the ServiceNow? What should be a roadmap? All the things we are discussing in this session. Basically, today's session we will be having discussions in the Hindi as well as English because many of learners are from the South India as well as North India, right? So it will be mixed of both the language. Okay. Before starting the session, I would just like to cover what we are exactly covering in the session. First, we will start with the ServiceNow, what exactly ServiceNow is, and means some of the people might know nothing about the ServiceNow. Some people have some knowledge about ServiceNow. So I'll start with the scratch only. Means what exactly ServiceNow, what is the ServiceNow platform, how it is different from the ticketing tool. Many people might use ServiceNow in their companies. How the ServiceNow development is different from using the ServiceNow, etc., etc. These are the some things that we actually discussed. Actually, I wanted to discuss, and then I'll be discussing about how ServiceNow ecosystem works in the industry, right? About our careers also, means as learners, as ServiceNow enthusiasts, we wanted to build career into the ServiceNow technology. So how we can build a career into ServiceNow technology? What could be a learning roadmap as well as a career roadmap? How we can get a job, or let's say transition into ServiceNow career? Why suddenly ServiceNow is happening? How it is hyping right now? Why people are talking about ServiceNow, etc., etc. So this session is totally about the ServiceNow, discussion about the ServiceNow only, right? And after that, I'll give you the syllabus, means what exactly GradX Academy is having on table about ServiceNow, right? We have a course, right? ServiceNow course. So what exactly we are covering, how we are different from the other training providers, or what we have new, or what we planned for the sessions, right? And at the end of the session, I'll be having one-on-one Q&A, so that you could ask me a question and I'll try to answer each and every doubt of yours. Okay. So this will be the whole thing, the agenda for the today's class. Let me tell you about GradX Academy also. GradX Academy is presenting this masterclass. This is the initiative by the GradX Academy to make you aware about the ServiceNow technology, because there are limited resources available about the ServiceNow online, as well as there are limited resources for the learning also. So our intention about this masterclass is to make you aware and make you understand the ServiceNow. Actually, GradX Academy is a edtech company. We have trainings around the cloud technologies. We are into a Salesforce training, Oracle training, right? And ServiceNow training also, right? We started in 2015. After that, nearly right now we have offices, 3 offices in India. We have offline learning center in the Pune, and uh, right now nearly 3000 plus learners are learning from the GradX Academy. Our main focus is on the industry relevant training. Matlab, the people who are going to your trainers, the people who exactly have the knowledge about the technology. So we don't have a trainers who are actually a teachers, right? We have a trainers who are nothing but the people from the industry, who are currently working into industry, have a industry experience in the same technology. Majorly they are a solution architect, or majorly they are deep diving into the real world problem statements, right? So that you could learn something from the industry, right? So this will be our pattern. About the placements, we have nearly 150 plus hiring partners who are hiring for the ServiceNow right now. our main focus is on industry relevant training and industry expert trainers, right? And if you compare our syllabus with any other institute or any other training company in the world, right? We have a top-notch curriculum. I will show you that. Okay. So this is about the GradX Academy. Let me tell you about myself. My name is Shubham. I'm a co-founder of GradX Academy, and I have nearly 8+ years of industry experience. I worked for the companies like NVIDIA, Mavenir, Mercury, and I have specialized into a cloud technology also. I worked on the ServiceNow, Salesforce, Azure, Oracle, GCP, AWS, etc., etc. So I am a multi-cloud architect, right? So this will be my introduction about my training experience. I have delivered a corporate trainings in multiple companies like Zensar, Accenture, Cognizant, Hexaware, Globant, and Tech Mahindra. So this is my training experience. So I will be the mentor for your batch, right? I will the trainer might be a different, but I will be the mentoring your batch. Okay. So let's straightly come towards our main agenda. What is exactly ServiceNow? So ServiceNow, the session will be an interactive session. So I'll be asking a question. So if you are at means less noisier place, you can reply me a question, or you can just have this chat box right with you, right? You can type. So how many people know about the service now? I have heard about the service now. कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पे जिन्होंने सर्विस नाउ के बारे में सुना है या फिर सर्विस नाउ क्या है उन्हें पता है, right? So what is exactly service now, right? That you heard of, right? Anyone, guys? Anyone wanted to?
Hi, Shubham. Sumit this side.
Yeah.
Actually, ServiceNow is a platform where we can raise a tickets for any solution, and we can implement the process modules like incidents,
Okay.
incident problems, and service tickets. All the ITL processes we can implement in a ServiceNow.
Yeah.
ServiceNow is a user-friendly platform where
Yeah.
we can not only raise a tickets, we can create a dashboards. We can link that ServiceNow with a Power BI. So and this is a user-friendly.
Yeah.
Anyone can learn ServiceNow.
Yes. Of course. We have some chat box. It is a ITSM tracking tool. Yes, right. So actually, means both आपने cover कर दिया. So let me tell you what is exactly ServiceNow. So ServiceNow is a company basically who have a ITSM tool. ITSM tool means IT Service Management Tool. IT Service Management Tool. What is exactly IT service management, right? IT, so IT is information technology. So if consider there is a company, right? Company needs a IT services. Company buys the IT services from different vendors, right? Might be that can be any service, right? For example, getting a Wi-Fi is also IT service, right? So if that service fails, right, then to fix that service there is a process, because IT company or any company have a different devices or different systems, right? That systems needs to fix faster. So ServiceNow is a tool, right, which ultimately build on ITIL platform. So basically ITIL आपने सुना होगा. What is ITIL? ITIL is infrastructure library, right? So this is a IT infrastructure library, right? ITIL is a framework, or it is a protocol, or it is a set of rules which is built, मतलब ITIL पे based on an ITSM tool, right? So ITIL एक ऐसा समझो कि I'll tell you the history of ITIL. So basically in 1980s, right, British government introduced the ITIL, right? IT infrastructure library. So ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया कि उनका पूरा का पूरा आईटी. So please mute, let me finish, right? We will have a separate questions. Okay. So British government ने क्या किया है? So British government actually created the IT infrastructure library where they defined the rules about how they can maintain their IT infrastructure. For example, if some computers or some IT device fails, right, or if some computer device actually suddenly stop working, then there should be a ticket, right? They, means the user of that particular device should raise a ticket, right? If it is happening again and again and again, then there might be a problem in that device, right? That is their definition, right? These definitions are defined by the British government, right? So actually these definitions are nothing but the ITIL, means there is a incident, there is a problem, there is a change, right, etc., etc. So based on this IT infrastructure library, right, ServiceNow and other ticketing tools created the ITSM tool, right? So ServiceNow, it is a ticketing tool, right? But it is not just a ticketing tool for the developers, right? We are going to become a ServiceNow developer. What is ServiceNow developer? ServiceNow developer is, right, who can develop the ServiceNow application, right? So any type of developer, for example, Python developers builds the application on the Python. Like that, ServiceNow developer builds a application on the Now platform, right? What is meant by Now platform, right? So let's understand the Now platform, right? With the example. For example, right, ServiceNow is a company started as a ITSM tool, right? But suddenly they realizes each and every company or each and every industry is implementing the ITSM. So they started in 2003, right? In 2006, right, they launched ITSM tool, right? After that, after some 3 or 4 years, right, nearly 2010, right, they think ki ServiceNow tool they launch as a software, but this software will not work for each and every industry. Why? Because each and every industry's need is different, right? हर एक industry का need different है. मतलब for example, consider there is a bank. For handling the IT infrastructure for the bank, the need of software is different, right? For example, there is a IT company. IT company का जो need होगा वो different होगा, processes different होंगे. So they soon realizes that कि ITSM टूल जो है उनका, राइट, वो सॉफ्टवेयर सिर्फ सॉफ्टवेयर एक फुल फ्लेजेड फंक्शनैलिटी वाला सॉफ्टवेयर बना के फायदा नहीं है, राइट? दे दे अलाउज कस्टमाइजेशन इन देयर टूल. मतलब उन्होंने क्या किया कि दे क्रिएटेड द आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स प्रोडक्ट, राइट? दैट प्रोडक्ट दैट स्टार्टेड सेलिंग इन 2006 बट सून रियलाइजेस कि हम एक फुल फ्लेज प्रोडक्ट बना के देंगे तो ये प्रोडक्ट हर एक इंडस्ट्री का या फिर हर एक क्लाइंट का रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल नहीं करेगा. इन दैट केस दे क्रिएटेड द कस्टमाइजेशन प्लेटफॉर्म दैट इज कॉल्ड एज नाउ प्लेटफॉर्म, राइट? दे लॉन्च नाउ प्लेटफॉर्म. फ्रॉम द नाउ प्लेटफॉर्म they means anyone can configure the ITSM tool, right? Anyone is literally anyone can configure the ITSM tool depending on the requirement, right? Soon they realizes ITSM is not only the thing, right? Companies have a different processes, right? There are HR process, there are IT operations process, there are IT asset management process, right? So soon they realizes कि ITSM से ही सिर्फ IT इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मेंटेन नहीं रह सकता है. There are different tools like ITAM, ITOM, HRSD, then GRC, etc., etc. Then they started launching the product which are built on the Now platform. Now platform पे बने हुए product, right, which can be simply configured through the Now platform. They started launching. Right now ServiceNow has 40 plus products, right? Similar product. It is not just having a ITSM. Majorly ServiceNow सभी कंपनी ने ITSM implement कर दिया, but they are implementing the different tools, right? So in 2010, after 2010, right, they are introducing different new products, right? So after that, right, after that each and every product is customizable from the Now platform, right? Now, right, in 2025 they have fully customizable platform. They have nearly more than 40 plus products. We can create a custom application on the ServiceNow also. Means for example, as a developer, if I wanted to build a new application to manage, let's say, my customer, I can build the customer relationship management in the ServiceNow, right? If someone from any company, right, wanted to build a task management application or event management application, they can build on the Now platform. So in 2025, right, ServiceNow is not only the ticketing tool, ITSM tool, right? It has a platform who will help us, who will help us to customize plus develop the new apps, right? This is the service now. And as a developer, right, if someone asks you what you do on the service now, we are not creating the ticket, right? We are, of course, you are using the service now for the ticket raising and all, right, handling the ticket, but we are ultimately using service now to just create new applications as a developer or customize the existing application. So हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि सर्विस नाउ इज नॉट अ टिकटिंग प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर अस, राइट? आवर डेफिनेशन ऑफ सर्विस नाउ इज to create a new application or customize the existing application. If you can go to the ServiceNow's website, right, you can see, right, there are nearly lots of products listed, right? For example, we have ITSM, ITOM, HRSD, ServiceNow AI agents, right? Then we have FSM, right? Then strategic portfolio management, telecommunication, IT asset management, ServiceNow Vault, right? Security operations, SecOps, right? So these are the different products ServiceNow has introduced, right? And they are introducing, right? Means वो अभी उनका new tool हर साल में, हर रिलीज में एक नया टूल वो इंट्रोड्यूस कर ही रहे हैं, राइट? सो आर what we are exactly learning, we are exactly learning about how we can build a product from this Now platform. Okay, perfect. This is the ServiceNow definition. Now next is how many products we have these many products. You can nearly learn customizing all of these products if you understand the Now platform. So means it is not like for ServiceNow ITSM you need to learn different things, right? Obviously there will be a out of the box product. Out of the box product matlab kya? Matlab the product which are built by the company, right? Company is building the ITSM product, right? उन्होंने कुछ डेटाबेस का स्ट्रक्चर बनाया है, कुछ प्री बिल्ड वर्कफ्लोज है. दैट प्री बिल्ड वर्कफ्लोज, राइट, आर अल्टीमेटली बिल्ड ऑन द ServiceNow प्लेटफॉर्म विच आर द प्री बिल्ड, राइट? तो वो कैसे हम लोग वो उनका बिजनेस फ्लो क्या है, प्रोसेस फ्लो क्या है, वो समझना. दैट मीन्स यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस मॉड्यूल, ServiceNow ITSM मॉड्यूल. ITSM का बिजनेस फ्लो क्या है, ITSM में कौन से टेबल्स है, ITSM में कौन से ऑटोमेशन पहले से बने हुए हैं, क्या हम लोग कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं. दैट विल बी द मॉड्यूल. फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू understand the Now platform, then you can understand any of this product. Okay, perfect, right? Now next is does it have a scope? Because what is ServiceNow to ठीक है, but does ServiceNow have the scope, right? ServiceNow, as I told you, right, it is a tool which has a fixed product, right, which companies are implementing to let's say to soften their business process or implement the business process or just manage the risk, etc., right? But does it have the scope as a developer, right? I wanted to build, right, something, right? So ServiceNow में build my career. अगर ServiceNow में मुझे अगर career बनाना है तो फिर इसमें स्कोप होना चाहिए, फ्यूचर होना चाहिए. तो वो फ्यूचर किस चीज की वजह से होगा, राइट? प्रोजेक्ट्स की वजह से, राइट? अभी समझ लो, राइट? Why any technology is booming in IT? IT में कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी क्यों बूम करती है? Because it has a project. For example, right? For example, if the Python has a project, then Python will have a opening, right? If Java technology में बहुत ज्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं तो Java में ओपनिंग होंगी. वैसे ही ServiceNow में बहुत ज्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स आए तो सर्विस नाउ में भी ओपनिंग होगी, राइट। तो राइट नाउ वी विल अंडरस्टैंड कि सर्विस नाउ में स्कोप है या नहीं है, राइट। स्कोप है या नहीं है ये किस से कहाँ से पता चलेगा, ओपनिंग से पता चलेगा। राइट नाउ हाउ मेनी पीपल्स आर हायरिंग फॉर द सर्विस नाउ, राइट, हाउ मेनी कंपनीज आर हायरिंग फॉर द सर्विस नाउ, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दिस, राइट। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग द टाइम वी विल जस्ट गो टू नौकरी, राइट, क्योंकि सारे ओपनिंग्स नौकरी पे ही हम लोग इंडिया में मेजरली देख सकते हैं। सो इफ यू सर्च सर्विस नाउ ऑन नौकरी, I can easily see, I can easily check. There are 2,83,467 openings, right? And these are the ServiceNow development opening. Okay, ServiceNow. If I open the opening, ServiceNow Service Portal Developer, right? You can see 20 openings, 100 applicants, right? अभी right now Infosys में ServiceNow का bulk hiring चल रहा है, right? ये कैसे पता चलेगा हमें? तो ये पता करने के लिए हमें सर्विस नाउ पे इन्फोसिस किस तरह हायरिंग पैटर्न क्या है, सर्विस नाउ का इन्फोसिस में वो समझना पड़ेगा। ओके, सो आई विल डू वन थिंग, राइट, आई विल शो यू द ओपनिंग्स इन द इन्फोसिस। So I'll just filter company wise, right? I will filter by Infosys, right? Okay, apply, right? So observe, right? In the Infosys ServiceNow developers, right? A few hours ago, this was posted few hours ago, right? I'll open randomly. I'm opening. How many openings are there? 2,000 openings. How many applicants are there? Only 50, right? अभी आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि ये जो ओपनिंग है इन्फोसिस में जो भी है, राइट, ये एक्सीडेंटल हो सकती है, 2,000 ओपनिंग नहीं होगी, राइट। आप कोई भी ओपनिंग इन्फोसिस में देखो रिसेंटली, राइट, जैसे अभी दिस ओपनिंग भी जस्ट ओपन फ्यू आवर्स एगो। अभी एक कल भी एक ओपनिंग वन डे एगो इन्होंने पोस्ट की है, राइट, ये भी ओपन करके देखते हैं। 2,000 openings, 50 applicants, right? Next, HRSD developer, ServiceNow. Okay, perfect. I will open this 4 days ago, right? So 999, nearly 10,000 openings, 100 applicants only. Okay, next we have Infosys, ServiceNow developer Infosys Pan India, 1 week ago, right? 3 to 8 years, 2,000 openings, 100 applicants. Okay, then next, right, 4 to 9 years, right? ServiceNow developer, 100 openings, 44 applicants, right? Next, ServiceNow developers Infosys, right? 100 openings, less than 10 applicants. Okay, then I will open ServiceNow developers, right? 4 days ago, 10,000 openings, let's say 100 applicants. So if you can see, the demand supply gap is there, right? If I select any other company also, there are openings. For example, right? Specifically Infosys में बहुत ज़्यादा है, but if I select EY, right? EY में भी मैंने कल परसों ही चेक किया था. So we have ServiceNow developer EY 4 to 6 years, right? So one opening, 28 applicants, right? Then we have TTT ServiceNow developer, ServiceNow developer senior, right? सीनियर तो छोड़ दो, सीनियर यहाँ पे वैसे भी कम अप्लीकेंट रहते हैं। सर्विस नाउ डेवलपर 4 to 12 years, right? One openings, less than 10 applicants, right? And if you can see, right, 4 to 12 years experience, right? One more, right? We have 19 applicants, one opening, right? So this is very मतलब ये बहुत कम रेशियो है, right? जो applicant और application, right? मतलब opening और applicant का अगर आप देखोगे, right, तो ये बहुत कम रेशियो होगा, right? You can easily search on Naukri. I am not showing you a PPT or so, right? So आप कोई भी आपकी कंपनी जो भी मतलब आपको सर्च करना है वहां पे आप फिल्टर लगा के सर्च कर सकते हो, right? ServiceNow has a lesser competition right now. अभी फिलहाल ServiceNow में बहुत कम competition है, right? If we consider the EY also, forget about the Infosys, right? EY में भी आप अगर देखोगे one opening और 19 applicants, this bare minimum competition, ये बहुत कम competition है, बहुत कम competition मतलब बहुत ही कम competition. Why? Because 19 applicant में से obviously कुछ applicants को मतलब कुछ applicants को ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं होगा, राइट। कुछ एप्लीकेंट्स सिटी स्पेसिफिक अप्लाई करते होंगे, कुछ एप्लीकेंट्स, राइट, का कुछ रिलोकेशन इशू होगा, राइट। सो it is very very minimum competition, right? If we compare this to other technology, right, there will be 1,000 applicants and one opening, right? ऐसा ratio रहता है, right? So right now if you wanted to move into IT industry, ServiceNow is a better option, right? Why? Because right now this is a timing, right? So ये ऐसा accidental नहीं है guys, right? There are situation, right, before this also for other technology, right? और सर्विस नाउ में भी वो सिचुएशन है, राइट। जैसे अभी फॉर एग्जांपल हर एक टेक्नोलॉजी का एक एक टाइम होता है, एक पीरियड होता है जहां पे वो टेक्नोलॉजी बूम करती है। जैसे अभी फॉर एग्जांपल, राइट, इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, आपने सैप के बारे में सुना होगा, आपने सेल्सफोर्स के बारे में सुना होगा, राइट, एंड आपने सर्विस नाउ के बारे में सुना होगा, राइट। इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, राइट, सैप में आपने 2017, सॉरी 2017 से 20, 2020 में, राइट, सैप में अगर आपने सैप किया होता, राइट, सैप में ऐसा सिचुएशन था 2017 15, राइट, 2015 से एक्चुअली 2015 से 20 में कि सैप इज वेरी बूमिंग, राइट। किसी ने भी अगर सैप का सर्टिफिकेशन कर दिया तो उसे जॉब लगता था। व्हाई? बिकॉज सैप 2015 से 20 में इम्प्लीमेंट हो रहा था, राइट। ईआरपी है, सैप इज अ ईआरपी, राइट। तो सैप ईआरपी का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन बहुत ज्यादा कंपनीज ने चालू कर दिया था, राइट। देन इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, राइट, इन लेट्स से इन 2019 to 2021 23 also, right? सर्विस नाउ सेल्सफोर्स में बहुत ज्यादा ओपनिंग्स थी, राइट, बहुत ज्यादा ओपनिंग्स अभी भी है, बट अभी कंपटीशन भी बहुत ज्यादा है बिकॉज सेल्सफोर्स उतना पॉपुलर नहीं था। इन 2018-17 में अगर आपको सेल्सफोर्स आता था, एडमिन आता था, तो भी आपको जॉब लग जाता था, राइट। मतलब राइट नाउ सेल्सफोर्स में बहुत ज्यादा कोडिंग की रिक्वायरमेंट है, राइट। क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे सेल्सफोर्स इम्प्लीमेंटेशन शुरू था। अभी राइट नाउ सेल्सफोर्स इज इन दैट स्टेज कि यहाँ पे एनहांसमेंट चालू है, मतलब ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, नया रिक्वायरमेंट आ रहा है, इंटीग्रेशन के काम चल रहे हैं सेल्सफोर्स में। वैसा ही सिचुएशन अभी सर्विस नाउ का है। राइट नाउ इंडस्ट्री में सर्विस नाउ अभी इम्प्लीमेंट हो रहा है, राइट। अभी बहुत ज्यादा ओपनिंग्स है सर्विस नाउ की, राइट। ये ओपनिंग आगे भी रहेगी, बट आगे फिर डिफिकल्टी लेवल, राइट, टेक्नोलॉजी में एंटर करने का डिफिकल्टी लेवल बढ़ जाएगा। जैसे अभी सैप में अभी भी ओपनिंग है, राइट। ऐसा नहीं है कि सैप बंद हो गया या फिर सेल्सफोर्स बंद हो गया, राइट। जो जो डिफिकल्टी लेवल 2017 से 23 में सेल्सफोर्स में कम थी, जो धीरे धीरे बढ़ रही थी, राइट, अभी बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई है, राइट। वैसी डिफिकल्टी लेवल सर्विस नाउ में अभी नहीं है, राइट। माइट बी आफ्टर अ ईयर, राइट, difficulty level might increase, right? So right now we can say that कि अभी एंटर करना सर्विस नाउ में बहुत ज्यादा यूजफुल है या फिर बहुत ज्यादा सही डिसीजन हो सकता है आपका, ओके, राइट। So this is the about service now. Does it have a scope or so, right? So right now सर्विस नाउ में, मतलब सर्विस नाउ के आप अगर आर्टिकल्स ढूंढोगे गूगल पे तो आपको दिखेगा कि सर्विस नाउ इज हेविली इन्वेस्टिंग टू द एआई, राइट, and they wanted Indians to learn the service now. So they have a offer for the Indians also, मतलब इंडियन इकोसिस्टम, इंडियन टैलेंट सर्विस नाउ पे आना चाहिए, इसीलिए उन्होंने सर्टिफिकेशन पे 50% ऑफ एंड फॉर द इंडियन लर्नर्स ऐसे बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स इंट्रोड्यूस किए, बिकॉज दे वांटेड, दे नो दैट कि दे हैव अ टैलेंट क्रंच, राइट, और वो फुलफिल हो सकता है इफ इंडियंस आर देयर। सो इंडियंस को बहुत ज्यादा, इंडिया में बहुत ज्यादा प्रोजेक्ट्स आने वाले हैं और जॉब्स भी आएंगी, राइट, if we learn ServiceNow, right? Next is reason why you should choose ServiceNow as a career option. First of all, ServiceNow में projects क्यों आ रहे हैं, इसका reason है, right? There are multiple ITSM tools, right? So पहले तो समझ लो ServiceNow is not only the ITSM tool. There are multiple service ITSM tools. For example, आपने BMC Remedy देखा हो, Remedy सुना होगा, right? Then आपने फिर HP सर्विसेज सुना होगा, राइट। These are some competitors of the ServiceNow. right? सभी competitors, right, are not a cloud based tool and ServiceNow is only the cloud based tool, right? That's why सारे के सारे projects ही BMC से ServiceNow पे migrate हो रहे हैं. And if you observe the growth also, right, जो भी cloud based tools है या फिर जो भी cloud technologies है वो बहुत ज्यादा तेजी से ग्रो कर रही है बिकॉज एआई इम्प्लीमेंटेशन क्लाउड बेस्ड टेक्नोलॉजी में बहुत ज्यादा फास्ट होता है. ओके, परफेक्ट, दैट्स व्हाई, राइट? सो दैट्स व्हाई मींस इट इज अ बिजनेसेस नंबर वन चॉइस. दैट्स व्हाई सर्विस नाउ में बहुत ज्यादा इम्प्लीमेंटेशन शुरू है, राइट? सेकंड इज व्हाई यू शुड चूज सर्विस नाउ, बिकॉज देयर आर ह्यूज नंबर ऑफ ओपनिंग्स इन द सर्विस नाउ में बहुत ज्यादा ओपनिंग्स आ रहे हैं. आई हैव शोन यू, राइट? if you compare about the salary also, right, अगर आपने पैसे या फिर सैलरी में भी कंपेयर किया तो सर्विस नाउ टेक्नोलॉजी हैज अ higher salary compared to other technology. If you go ahead and just google service now developer average salary in India, right? You can easily get it is 7 lakhs to 21 lakhs per annum. Okay, right? So I'll open the first link, right? The average salary of ServiceNow developers is 7.4 lakhs, right? It is in between 3.6 lakhs to 13 lakhs, right? If you go company wise, right, 13 lakhs, 10 lakhs in the global, it is 10 lakhs. In the PwC, it is 10 lakhs, right? In TCS, it is 5.3 lakhs. In Accenture, 7.2 lakhs, right? In Cognizant, 7.7 lakhs, right? ServiceNow developers, Wipro salary is 6.8 lakhs, right? Then Capgemini 7 point. So we can say that it is a decent salary, right? So it has a huge salary compared to other technology. If you compare this with the any full stack developer, right? Full stack developers will earn very little salary compared to this, right? So if you can see in the TCS, it is 4 to 6 lakhs, right? In Cognizant 5 to 10 lakhs, right? In Accenture 5 to 9 lakhs, right? 4 to 8 lakhs, right? 4 to 7 lakhs. You can search it, right? आप खुद भी सर्च कर सकते हो. If you have someone who is into a सर्विस नाउ इंडस्ट्री, आपका फ्रेंड्स फैमिली में से कोई होगा जो सर्विस नाउ इंडस्ट्री में है, तो यू कैन गेट कनेक्टेड टू देम एंड आस्क कि सर्विस नाउ में कितना सैलरी है. अगर कोई यूएस में होगा तो you will be shocked to know his salary. Okay, perfect, right? So huge number of salaries. You can easily search it on the Google also, right? Then it is very easy to run right now आपको बहुत ज्यादा कम कोडिंग सीखना पड़ेगा इफ यू वांटेड टू गेट इनटू सर्विस नाउ इज अ लो कोड प्लेटफॉर्म. ऐसा नहीं है कि यहाँ पे कोडिंग नहीं है, बट बहुत कम कोडिंग है. यू जस्ट हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द जावास्क्रिप्ट, दैट्स इट. जावास्क्रिप्ट के सिवा अलग कोई लैंग्वेज आपको सीखना ही नहीं है. सर्विस नाउ में आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट आ गया तो आप पूरी की पूरी स्क्रिप्टिंग कर सकते हो, राइट? और छोटे छोटे कोड्स रहेंगे. इट इज नॉट लाइक अ हेफ्टी कोडिंग कि आप ब्लैक स्क्रीन पे कोड कर रहे हो, नो, राइट? इट विल बी स्मॉल स्मॉल स्क्रिप्ट्स जो आप लिखोगे. ओके, राइट? ऑल्सो, राइट, अगर यहाँ पे सर्विस नाउ इजी टू लर्न है इसीलिए, राइट, इफ यू ऑब्जर्व द ओपनिंग, राइट, मैं रैंडमली ओपन कर रहा हूँ ओपनिंग, राइट? इफ यू ऑब्जर्व द ओपनिंग, राइट, it is for any graduates, right? I will open one by one opening open करता हूँ मैं, right? Sorry, it is for any graduate. So means companies are also having let's say having the confidence कि कोई भी इसे सीख सकता है. So that's why any postgraduate, any graduates का opening है, right? In the EY also, right? It have the opening for, let's say, यहाँ पे इन्होंने any graduate, any postgraduate, right? Then यहाँ पे भी any graduate, any postgraduate, because companies know कि कोई भी सीख सकता है, but logic ज्यादा important है यहाँ पे rather than coding. Okay, so this is why you should learn ServiceNow right now, right? Now, what are the job opportunities, right? So basically, if you observe the ServiceNow domain, ServiceNow में if you wanted to enter into ServiceNow, you have these roles, right? ये कुछ roles है, right? जिनको आप टारगेट कर सकते हो. जैसे अभी फॉर एग्जांपल सर्विस नाउ एडमिन विल वर्क ऑन द नो कोड टूल्स, मतलब ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप पॉइंट एंड क्लिक टूल्स पे वर्क करेंगे वो, राइट? बट सर्विस नाउ एडमिन की ओपनिंग्स इंडिया में बहुत कम है. सो ऐसा नहीं है कि बिल्कुल आपको सिर्फ एडमिन आना चाहिए, एडमिन आते ही आपको जॉब मिलेगा, नो, राइट? इंडिया में if any company is hiring for the admin also, right, they will take your interviews on the कोडिंग बेसिस पे ही इंटरव्यू होगा, तो कोडिंग आना कंपलसरी है, एडमिन होगा तो भी उसे कोडिंग या फिर स्क्रिप्टिंग आना ही चाहिए. ओके, सेकंड इज सर्विस नाउ डेवलपर, राइट. ऑब्वियसली सर्विस नाउ डेवलपर हैज अ higher number of openings than ServiceNow admin, right? Then ServiceNow consultant and implementer, right? Consultant and implementer needs to have a knowledge about different ServiceNow products like ITSM, ITAM, ITOM, HRSD, GRC, etc. Okay, right. Implementer must be having a different certifications and the expertise around the different modules, right? Then we have a ServiceNow business process analyst, ServiceNow application support engineer. So these are the low code what we can say openings, right, or job roles जहाँ पे कोडिंग कम है, right. बिजनेस प्रोसेस एनालिस्ट मतलब, राइट, जो प्रोसेस को अंडरस्टैंड करेगा और सर्विस नाउ को उस प्रोसेस में मैप करने के लिए डेवलपर्स को हेल्प करेगा. सर्विस नाउ एप्लीकेशन सपोर्ट डेवलपर विल वर्क ऑन द नो कोड, बट एप्लीकेशन सपोर्ट में बेसिकली बहुत कम ओपनिंग्स है. ओके, सो दीज आर द रोल्स यू कैन टारगेट. मतलब जो हमारा सिलेबस है वो सिलेबस इस तरह से डिजाइन है कि ये सारे के सारे रोल्स उसमें फुलफिल हो जाएंगे. नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट विल बी सिलेबस. अभी इतने सारे रोल्स फुलफिल हो रहे हैं तो सिलेबस क्या है, राइट? सो लेट मी एक्सप्लेन सिलेबस हियर, राइट. इन द सर्विस नाउ द सिलेबस इज what we are covering exactly, right? We are covering the cloud computing, right? Then ServiceNow admin is totally drag and drop point and click settings जो ServiceNow now platform में है, right? Next is development. In the development, right, we have multiple scripting, right? We have client script, server script, right? Then we have integration, right? मैं brief में भी बताऊंगा, but before moving ahead, right, I would just like to just write down the syllabus. Integration. In the integration, we are having outbound and inbound integration, right? Then we have implementation. In the implementation, right, we are covering ITSM, HRSD, TMDB, right? These three modules, right, in the core syllabus. Okay, right. So everything is included into the syllabus. It is not like we have a separate syllabus for the development, for the integration, for ITSM separate, HRSD separate, CMDB separate. No, right? We have end-to-end syllabus. Okay, let me explain the syllabus. Let me explain the syllabus sheet. The syllabus sheet is present on our website. I'm showing the syllabus sheet right from the website only because you can check it or you can share it with someone who has a ServiceNow knowledge, right? Because आपको इतना डेप्थ में syllabus नहीं पता होगा, right? अगर किसे पता कोई ServiceNow में working है, you can show the syllabus and compare, right? Because thing is what many of institutes are there, right? बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं सर्विस नाउ में जो 40 days 45 days के सर्विस नाउ क्लासेस लेते हैं, राइट. एंड दे मतलब दे स्किप द सिलेबस, राइट. एंड यू इफ यू वांट एग्जैक्टली व्हाट नीडेड फॉर द इंटरव्यू वो सारी चीजें छोड़ देते हैं, राइट. सो वी हैव अ ब्रीफ सिलेबस, राइट. इसमें क्या क्या है, राइट. सो we have a user administration, ITSM, right? Exact ITSM introduction. ITSM क्या है? Incident management life cycle, problem management, change management, right? Knowledge management. Then tables, ServiceNow architect, tables, system tables, right? Table creation, etc. Right? Dictionary properties, dictionary override, right? Then forms, how to build the forms, formatters, right? Then process flows, right? Data lookup rules, assignment lookup rules, UI policy, data policy, client script. Then script includes glide ajax, right? UI actions, UI pages, UI macros, right? Glide APIs, server side APIs. These are the server side APIs, right? Fix scripts, update sets, right? Business rules, schedule jobs. Then we have inbound email actions, access control list, right? Service catalog creation, right? Workflows, record producers, order guide, import set, flow designer, right? service level management, and then related list, right? Transform maps, transform script, right? Script actions, right? Data sources, report dashboards, right? These are the syllabus. This is the admin development syllabus. In the admin development specifically, right? If you belong to non-coding background, or if you are working into a non-IT domain, right? We are teaching the scripting from the scratch, right? Our syllabus is nearly, right? Our syllabus is 3.5 months long minimum, right? So we are make sure, right? So ये जो 3.5 months का syllabus है, right? यहाँ पे हम लोग सारी चीजें scratch से पढ़ा रहे हैं. That's why it is long, right? We have the number of lectures, मतलब लगभग 150 plus number of lectures होंगे इसमें, right? जहाँ पे सारे के सारे डीप कॉन्सेप्ट हम लोग पढ़ाएंगे, राइट? सो इट इज नॉट लाइक कि सारी चीजें ऊपर ऊपर से होंगी, राइट? डेप्थ में होगा सारी चीजें, बिकॉज you are applying ServiceNow into the ServiceNow, so people are expecting a knowledge, right? That knowledge, abhi, for example, learning can happen online also, right? जैसे अभी आप ServiceNow को पढ़ना है तो आप syllabus लेके खुद भी पढ़ सकते हो. Why you are doing the training? Because you don't want to waste the time, right? So exactly, right? अगर YouTube से आप पढ़ रहे हो या कहीं से पढ़ रहे हो, right? तो वहां पे एक दो यूज केस, कॉमन यूज केस होंगी, बट वी आर मेक श्योरिंग कि 3.5 मंथ्स लॉन्ग है तो 3.5 मंथ्स लॉन्ग में डीप कॉन्सेप्ट और डिटेल यूज केस कवर हो जाए. ओके, सो दिस आर syllabus, right? Along with that, we have a integrations also included into syllabus. Development, admin development तो है, but integrations is also there, right? So we are having a REST API integration, inbound integration as well as outbound integration, right? So we are we are having different use cases of the integration. We will be showing you real time integration, right? How real time integration will happen, right? How we are connecting a two servers or two systems with each other and do inbound calls or as well as outbound integration. Okay, so that this will be the syllabus, right? After that, we will explain you end-to-end business flow of ITSM, HRSD, and CMDP, so that you could have understanding about the out of the box HRSD product, out of the box CMDB, right? Out of the box ITSM product, right? What are the tables you have in the CMDB? What are the system tables? Why they are called a CMDB, etc., etc. You have to understand each and everything. So this is a syllabus, right? You can compare this syllabus, guys, right? We are very confident on the syllabus, right? You can just check this syllabus, compare with any institute, right? No one cover this many topics for you. Okay, perfect. Now next is after that, right? This is the syllabus. After completing the syllabus, you can apply for these roles, right? You can apply as an experienced person also, means you can keep your IT experience as it is. If you are working into different domain, or if you are working into the any non-tech domain, you can keep the same experience. You can just update the ServiceNow projects that we are supposed to explain you in the batch, right? And you just start applying as a ServiceNow developer. Okay, perfect, right? You will be able to grasp nearly 3 years experience knowledge in through these 3.5 years, 5 months of training. Okay, now this is a syllabus, right? You can compare this syllabus. Now next is, right, the why we are learning service now to get a job, right? So we have created the plan for getting you placed into service now. So our syllabus, our pattern divides everything into two sections. First is a training, exact training, and second will be your job or placement, right? बिकॉज सर्विस नाउ इज द स्किल्स. जो स्किल्स अगर आपने सीख ली, तो उस स्किल का आपको डे टू डे लाइफ में कुछ भी काम नहीं है, राइट? बिकॉज if unless and until you are not getting job into service now, right, then it is a waste of time, right? If you are not getting the job into service now, right, आप सर्विस नाउ सीख के कुछ मतलब कुछ नहीं कर सकते, राइट? बिकॉज it is for the job placement only. Okay, so for the service now, right, we cover a training. We are covering these many of topics, right? The training will be totally live, interactive, right? If you are wanted to do offline, you can learn offline at our learning center. If you wanted to do online, you can learn online also, right? In the training, we are also providing a recorded sessions. Recorded सेशंस मीन्स जो भी सेशन लाइव में होगा आपका, उसका रिकॉर्डिंग का एक्सेस हम लोग आपको देंगे with lifetime validity. Okay, perfect, right? Everything will be real time task based learning. There will be no theory classes. First 2 3 theory classes and that's it. Okay, next, right? You will learn from the expert who is working in the industry, who is working in the industry, nearly having 6 7 8 years experience in the IT industry. Okay, right? You will having a doubt clearing. It is an interactive session, right? So no one is going to unmute, no one is going to mute, right? There are various trainings where where the learners are not allowed to unmute, right? So we do not believe in that kind of training. We only believe in the interactions, right? So there will be doubt clearing sessions properly, right? And you can clear your doubt because you are learning for the placement, right? And in the placement, scenarios will be there, right? Means everyone will ask you a scenario, right? And if you cannot answer the scenario, then your interviewer will be spoiled, right? So that's why, right? The doubt clearing is very important here, right? We will be sharing you a notes, right? Assignment, right? And question banks also. Question banks means, right? I'll explain this question bank later, right? Okay, so this is the training part, right? Along with that, right? We have a we have a placement, right? What is mean by placement? Placement means getting a job, right? We have a placement assistance until you get placed, right? Means we have a placement assistance until you get placed. That means you will have 100% placement assistance from us, right? You will get one placement manager, right, who will guide you throughout the placement. For example, right, अभी placement क्यों नहीं होता है, इसके कुछ reasons है guys, right? If you done training from anywhere, right, you needed to be placed, right? But why you don't get placed, right? उसके कुछ reasons है. First is, right, you will have a inconsistency, right? First of all, जब भी आप interview apply कर रहे हो, आप में inconsistency होगी, right? Inconsistency हो क्यों होती है? बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव अ मोटिवेशन, राइट? यू डोंट हैव अ समवन, राइट, जो आपको आपसे रिपोर्ट मांग रहा है कि आपने क्या किया प्लेसमेंट के लिए. सो वी हैव अ प्लेसमेंट मैनेजर फॉर दैट, राइट? ही विल गेट इन टच विथ यू, राइट? एंड ही यू हैव टू रिपोर्ट एवरीथिंग टू हिम. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपको कहाँ से कॉल आया है, राइट? आपको आपका फर्स्ट राउंड में क्या हुआ है, सेकंड राउंड में क्या हुआ है, राइट? यू नीड टू फिल इंटरव्यू फीडबैक फॉर्म ऑल्सो. व्हाट इज दिस इंटरव्यू फीडबैक फॉर्म? मतलब आपका जो इंटरव्यू हुआ है उसमें आपको क्या पूछा है, क्या नहीं पूछा है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. अभी फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू आर गेटिंग रिजेक्टेड फ्रॉम लास्ट 5 इंटरव्यू, तो आपका प्लेसमेंट मैनेजर क्या करेगा? आपका इंटरव्यू फीडबैक फॉर्म्स देखेगा, उस पे एनालाइज करेगा कि फॉर एग्जांपल you are face you have difficulties in the integration questions, right? वहां पे इंटरव्यू फीडबैक फॉर्म में सारे ऐसे सेक्शंस रहते हैं, जैसे the number of questions you asked, right? The answers you didn't attempt, right? मतलब answers आपने जो नहीं दिए, answers you answered, right? The questions you answered, question you cannot answered, etc etc. तो वहां से ही वो डेटा एनालाइज करके आपको बताएंगे कि you need to repeat the integration. We allow you to repeat the integration and then you will solve that issue. Because in the placement, right, what usually happens, right, people will not prepare. People prepare नहीं करते. मतलब आप अगर कहीं पे वीक हो तो आप प्रिपेयर नहीं करते, आप सॉल्व नहीं करते वो इशू, आप अवॉइड करते हो. प्लेसमेंट मैनेजर विल गेट यू सॉल्व दैट इशू, कि जहां पे भी आप मतलब पीछे हो वो सॉल्व करके एनालाइज करके आपको आगे भेजेंगे, राइट? ओके, अभी प्लेसमेंट मैनेजर तो आपको इंटरव्यू के टाइम पे मिलेगा, राइट? आपको क्वेश्चन बैंक्स भी मिलेंगे. क्वेश्चन बैंक मीन्स वी हैव अ कंपनी वाइज क्वेश्चन बैंक. फॉर एग्जांपल राइट, आप अभी फॉर एग्जांपल कंसिडर करो आपने इन्फोसिस में आपका इंटरव्यू है फ्राइडे को. तो जो भी हमारे लर्नर्स है जिन्होंने इन्फोसिस में इंटरव्यू दिया है इससे पहले, उन सब ने इंटरव्यू फीडबैक फॉर्म भरा होगा. वहां से हमारे पास एक इनफ डेटा है इन्फोसिस में करंट ट्रेंड क्या है, राइट. सो वी विल शेयर दैट विथ यू, क्वेश्चन बैंक्स ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी. ओके, इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन बैंक फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी. आपको पढ़ के आप थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस लेके जा सकते हो इंटरव्यू के लिए, राइट. वी विल हेल्प यू टू prepare interview, right, via mock interview. We will help you to build resume. We will help you to build Naukri profile, right, LinkedIn profile. Okay, then we will help you with the calls also. We have few calls, right, मतलब we have few hiring partners जहाँ से आपको कॉल्स मतलब जहाँ जिनके हम लोग रेफरेंसेस आपको देंगे, बट दैट विल बी डिफरेंट केस, राइट. एंड देन we will we will be assisting you until you get placed. So this is a placement module, right. इसमें आपको वन ऑन वन हमारा प्लेसमेंट मैनेजर असिस्ट करेगा until you get placed, right. So these are pattern, right. So we have a separate fees for both the things, right. For the training, right, we have nearly 44,000 fees. And for the placement, मतलब ट्रेनिंग कंप्लीट होने के बाद you need to sign one consent form, right. After signing the consent form, your placement activities will start it, right. If you don't want to sign the consent form, right, you can skip the consent form. In that consent form we will mention these deliverables, right. along मतलब आपको share होगी सारे deliverables, right. अभी if you sign the consent form, you will get these things, right. ये सारी चीजें आपको मिलेंगी, right. And after you get placed, that means after you get some outcome in form of placement or job, you need to pay the placement fees, that is CTC divided by 12. It is totally optional, right. If you only sign the consent form, you need to pay these placement fees, right. If you just want a training, don't want the placement assistance from us, we have a training section separate. Okay, so this is a training and placement services from us, right, in this particular course, right. uh, we have a placement, right, we have a trainings, right. We are covering these three modules. If you are comparing us with different institute who has means lesser fees, right, do compare whether they are having a multiple modules plus integration included into their syllabus or not, right. Because some institute does offer a lower fees, but they have a separate course for the integration, separate course for the HRSD, separate course for the ITSM, we separate course for the projects and all everything, right. In the placement section, right, we will help you with the resume project also. Means अगर आप different domain से होंगे तो you don't know how to explain the project, you don't know आपका काम या फिर एग्जैक्ट प्रोजेक्ट कैसे हुआ है, राइट. सो वी विल हेल्प यू अलोंग विद दैट आल्सो, राइट. अगर आप फ्रेशर्स हो तो वी विल गिव यू द इंटर्नशिप, राइट, अश्योर्ड इंटर्नशिप, राइट, आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ द ट्रेनिंग. बट फ्रेशर का डेफिनेशन है हु इज द पास आउट ऑफ 2025. अगर आप 2025 के पास आउट हो देन वी कॉल यू अ फ्रेशर, राइट. तो फ्रेशर को हम लोग, राइट, 100% assured internship after completion of training, right, हमारे hiring partners में देंगे. Okay, so these are the things that we have, right. So once again, right, yeah, so what we have 100% placement assistance until you get placed. We have live interactive trainings, right, with recording access, right. You can revise and you can learn it by yourself also, right. We have weekly mock interviews. We will give you daily assignment or real time task, right, which helps you to get a knowledge, hands-on knowledge. We have a doubt clearing along with that. We have resume building, interview preparation, mentorship access also. Then everything you will get on our app, GradX Academy's career development application, right? And you will get a lifetime access for this app, right? Along with that, I will be helping you with the guaranteed internship after successful completion of this training, right? If you are fresher, right, I'll help you with 100% lifetime relationship, right? Means if you need any relationship after your course also, right, then we will guide you, right? We will just help you with that, right? We will give you 500 plus interview scenario based question, right? Then we after completion of the course you will get a GradX certificate, right? Which is accepted by the LinkedIn. It is a credential based certification. जैसा आप LinkedIn पे Udemy वगैरह का accept होता है, वैसे GradX का भी accept होता है, तो फिर वो आपको मिलेगा. Okay. And in case if you have any doubts, you can just connect on this number, right? This is our office number, right? You can get the information or doubts, right? If you have any doubts or anything you wanted to discuss, you can call on this number or WhatsApp on this number, right? And get it solved. Okay, now we have a end-to-end doubt clearing session. You can ask me, right? Fees for all syllabus. The fees is let me check it. So yeah, so this is the fees, right? Our fees is divided into two section. Initial phase, this is the learning fees, right? For learning, we have 44,000 fees. For offline classes, 54,000 if you wanted to learn offline, right? And after you get placed, right, if you sign the consent form and if you need a placement assistance from us, right, you need to pay 1 month salary. That is CTC divided by 12. Matlab, if you get a 6 lakhs rupees package, you need to pay 50,000 rupees. If you get, let's say 12 lakh rupees package, right, then you need to pay 1 lakh rupees. First initial fees is mandatory. You cannot directly go for the after placement because you don't know the skills, right? Yeah. So what is the higher package? So basically package depends, right? Package depends on the company to company, right? Are you not covering the project in your training? The project is there, right? We have a project, right? Implementation project will be there. I think I missed the project, right? So yeah, my bad, right? So I forget about the project, right? Projects are included in the trainings only, right? Projects yahi pe included hai, not in the placement. Okay, fine. Yes, next, don't understand the second phase. Why should we pay? Because we are so generally what happens, right? People complete the training and they didn't get the outcome. Why? Because हम Indians है, हमें आदत है कि मतलब हमें कोई ना कोई चाहिए गाइड करने के लिए, right? So we have to arrange one placement manager who will work along with you on your placement, राइट? तो कोई आपके साथ काम कर रहा है, डेली बेसिस पे इंटरेक्ट कर रहा है, राइट? तो फिर उसका कुछ फीस होगा, राइट? ही आल्सो हैज मींस एक्सपेंसेस, राइट? सो दैट इज अ प्लेसमेंट आउटकम फीस, राइट? Is that industry level project and how many projects you are covering? So we are covering 3 projects, right? 3 projects में जो industry level के projects ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता, because आप खुद एक project बना रहे हो 2 week काम करके, that will be not a industry relevant project. Industry में 10-10 developer, 3-3 4-4 developer 2-2 साल project बनाते हैं, right? तो कोई भी आपको industry level project नहीं दे सकता. आपको industry level projects कैसे एक्सप्लेन करना है, दैट वी आर कवरिंग, राइट? सो इट विल बी अ प्रोजेक्ट, राइट? लाइव प्रोजेक्ट रहेगा जो आप परफॉर्म करोगे, राइट? इट विल बी अ मींस 10-12 डेज प्रोजेक्ट, राइट? जो आप जिस पे आप काम करोगे. बट इंडस्ट्री लेवल प्रोजेक्ट मतलब ऐसे मतलब फेक बता के कोई फायदा नहीं है, बिकॉज इंडस्ट्री लेवल प्रोजेक्ट में 3-4 डेवलपर, दैट विल बी अ डिफरेंट स्ट्रक्चर, राइट? यू विल गेट अ अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट, हैंड्स ऑन नॉलेज, लर्निंग, राइट? जो आप हेल्प करोगे. और इंटरव्यू में क्या बताना है, कैसे काम होता है, राइट? इसके सेशन रहेंगे. ओके, दैट विल बी इनटू अ प्लेसमेंट. ओके, how many months we are getting after training finish, right? So how many months? Generally it will take a 3 months after, मतलब it depends on user to user, right? जनरली लोगों को 2-3 महीने में जॉब लग जाती है अभी फिलहाल, राइट? आफ्टर अ ईयर इफ यू लर्न सर्विस नाउ, वी डोंट नो, बिकॉज अभी फिलहाल आपकी स्किल्स में 19-20 थोड़ी चीजें नहीं भी आई तो भी आपको मतलब कंसिडर करते, बिकॉज इंडस्ट्री में रिसोर्सेस नहीं है सर्विस नाउ के, सर्विस नाउ डेवलपमेंट के। ओके, बट ये कब तक रहेगा वी डोंट नो, राइट? आई एम फ्रॉम द मैकेनिकल बैकग्राउंड, I worked in the core field. How can we cover this resume, right? So for covering your resume, guys, Malikarjun, right? You contact on this number because he will guide you, right? किस तरह से, because I need a few more details, मतलब कहाँ पे काम कर रहे हो, आपका पीएफ है नहीं है, आपकी सैलरी स्लिप्स है नहीं है, सैलरी स्लिप पे कौन सा पोजीशन लिख के आ रहा है, राइट? ऐसा सारी चीजें मुझे लगेंगी। सो जस्ट कॉल ऑन दिस नंबर, राइट? द पर्सन विल गाइड यू वन ऑन वन, ठीक है? हम लोग, हमारे सीएस है, उनसे सीएस है, उनसे भी आपका सैलरी स्लिप या फिर बाकी सारी चीजें, राइट, हम लोग कंफर्म करवाते, राइट? सो दैट कि आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आए। सो गेट इन टच विथ हिम, राइट? ही विल गाइड यू। इफ समवन हैज नो वर्क एक्सपीरियंस, इज इट पॉसिबल फॉर देम to still get a placement? So frankly, to be honest, right, if you are a recent pass out, right, recent in the sense year back pass out, मतलब 2024-25 के पास आउट हो गए, तो आपको जॉब मिल जाएगी सर्विस नाउ में, राइट? बट इफ यू हैव अ गैप, राइट, विच इज nearly 2, 3, 4 years gap, right, you need to fill that, right, with various things, right? तो वो कैसे करना है, क्या करना है, आई कैनॉट स्पीक हियर, राइट? यू कैन कॉल ऑन दिस नंबर, राइट? हैव अ वर्ड, शेयर योर प्रॉब्लम, राइट? एंड देन you will get understanding about that. Is it okay if you go for only phase one? Yeah, shyly you can go for the phase one. So look guys, right, this phase one and phase two, right, at the time of placement you need to decide whether you wanted to go for the phase two or not, right? मतलब अभी से आपको नहीं बताना है, right? Phase one is just a training. It will be for 3 months, right? After 3 months you need to decide कि आपको phase two के लिए जाना है या नहीं जाना है, ठीक है? तो so do not confuse yourself, okay? Do you also assist in manipulating the existing work experience resume with respect to, if you, Javed, if you are working into a IT domain, different domain, right? We will give you the project that you will explain, right? If that is the manipulation, if you consider, right, yes, we can manipulate, right? If basically we will tell you how to manipulate it, how to explain to the HR, how to just answer in the interview, how to clear the BGV, etc., etc. Okay, so you can briefly discuss it on this number, or the or if you have any consultant who is connected with you from our GradX behalf, you can discuss it. Okay, how is the demand supply for the service now job competition to get the job? I have explained the demand and supply, right? So for example, this is a demand supply, right? Opening 100, 44 applicants, right? Opening 200, 100 plus applicants, right? Opening 10,000, 100 plus applicants only. This is the demand supply. Okay, right now. अभी 2 महीने में क्या होगा? I don't know. If I am done with my CSA, CAD certifications from ServiceNow, can I expect a job or internship based on the knowledge I have? Right. So why you are not getting placement? I don't know. Hitaishi, right? Enopuri. Right. So look, right. If you need anything, any assistance, right? Anything, just call on this number. You will get a personalized guide, right? Because thing is what, by reading your comment or by reading your question I cannot answer, right, whether you get or not. People means if you have certifications, right, you are means you have that basic knowledge, right? Plus you will get a calls, of course, right? Right now if you are working, right, if you are working into different domain, right, it is a plus point. If you are working into service now, it is plus point, right? So generally, right, people get a job if they have CSA and CAD. Okay, perfect, right? Are you taking the mock interviews? Yeah, so we have a mock interviews also, right? Included. I mentioned here, right? Mock interviews, right? Next, I have 17 years experience in the IT industry, Fusion middleware experience, but now it's down in the market. I can switch. Can I switch to ServiceNow? Is it right decision? So look, right. So ServiceNow is growing like a hell, right? We are just a resource, single resource into that technology, right? We cannot judge, right, by ourselves, right? Right now there are lots of projects coming, right? It is better to start with the service now, as you have a 17 years experience. If you learn these things, right, this will not give you a job, honestly, right? You need to learn additional things also. You need to do some additional certifications, right? If you do some additional certifications, right, if you learn 2 3 domains, right, that is if you learn ITAM, ITOM, GRC, right, you will get 100% job placement, because as you have a 17 years experience, you will expect more salary, right? You will expect the hike whatever you are getting right now, right? So for that you need to understand, you need to have the understanding. You cannot go with these basic things, right? So we have solutions regarding that also. So you can connect, right, with you can connect to our consultants and just discuss your issue. I'm still undergrad, will be passing it out in, so I have no experience. You can go. So ServiceNow has a special program for the young people who are into university. They have ServiceNow University, right? So if you learn the ServiceNow, right, in your graduations, right, you can get a job or internship in the ServiceNow itself. Okay, so for you, you can it is easy to get the certification, right? If you are certified, just approach the ServiceNow hiring team, right? You will get a job, right? Will AI automation automate such technology as per future perspective? So AI is the bigger question, guys, right? If you open ServiceNow website, right, they are not a, means you will, your job is not it is not get by the AI, मतलब आपका जॉब AI से रिप्लेस नहीं होगा. Why? ServiceNow itself is pushing the AI, right? You will be creating a AI, you will be creating the AI automation, right? जैसे अभी for example, ServiceNow launches the AI agents, उस पे आप काम करोगे, etc etc. So it is the AI pro technology, right? Their aim is to put AI to work for you, right? So AI कैसे use करना है, it is their major initiative. So it is a, मतलब ये जो AI प्रूफ, या फिर हम लोग बोल सकते AI के साथ चलने वाली टेक्नोलॉजी है, राइट? सो फिलहाल 3 4 साल मतलब डेवलपर्स तो रिप्लेस नहीं होंगे AI से सर्विस नाउ में. Is there any difference between offline and online training? No, no, nothing is different, right? ऑफलाइन में सिर्फ आप यहाँ पे अटेंड कर रहे हो हमारे लर्निंग सेंटर में. ऑनलाइन में आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ आप जो आपके ट्रेनर है, राइट, उनका लाइव ट्रेनिंग लोगे. मतलब जो क्लास आपका ऑफलाइन हो रहा है वही क्लास ऑनलाइन भी होगा, ठीक है? सिर्फ ऑनलाइन में आप ट्रेनर के सामने बैठे हो, सॉरी ऑफलाइन में आप ट्रेनर के सामने बैठे हो, ऑनलाइन में आप खुद से ज्वाइन कर रहे हो. यू हैव टू मेंटेन द डिसिप्लिन, यू हैव टू मेंटेन द ऑनेस्टी, राइट? कि आप सिर्फ ज्वाइन कर रहे हो, अच्छे से सेशन कर रहे हो, बिकॉज ट्रेनर को पता नहीं है आप वहां पे घर पे वो क्लास कर रहे हो या फिर कुछ और कर रहे हो, ठीक है? ओके, इतना ही डिफरेंस है, right? Since I am 17 years experience, organization experience, service now, being new to service now recently, will I justice this role? No, no, no. Look, right. So just don't go for the architect straight, right? Because there are many roles, right? If you are putting the 17 years experience into the IT, just just put 5 years experience in the service now, right? Other experience should be same, right? And on that 5 years experience, 4 years experience, no one expect architect, right? They will they will hire you for the technical lead, right? Solution or product owner, etc., etc. Okay. Can I crack 2 years experience interview after? Yeah, sure. You can crack. Will you help on ServiceNow certification clear exam? No, right? So actually, we help with the exam, but our syllabus with the syllabus means we don't provide the dumps, guys, right? Straightforward, right? क्योंकि dumps हम लोग provide नहीं करते, आपको exam क्रैक खुद से करना पड़ेगा, राइट? आपको एग्जाम देना पड़ेगा। सर्विस नाउ का जो एग्जाम है, राइट, वो बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट होता है, राइट? वहां पे वो आपका दो दो वेब कैम लगाने के लिए आपको बोलते हैं। एक वेब कैम इज फॉर योर फेस, सेकंड वेब कैम फॉर योर हैंड्स, राइट? वो हैंड मूवमेंट, आपके हैंड आई कोऑर्डिनेशन वगैरह ट्रैक करते हैं, ठीक है? तो फिर हमारा जो सिलेबस है वो आपको हेल्प करेगा एग्जाम क्रैक करने के लिए। मतलब सर्टिफिकेशन में सीएसी, सॉरी, सीएसए, सीएडी, राइट, क्रैक करने के लिए हमारा सिलेबस बना हुआ है, ठीक है? तो इफ यू कंप्लीट द सिलेबस यू विल बी एबल टू क्लियर द सर्टिफिकेशंस, राइट? तो हम लोग हेल्प नहीं करते, राइट? वी विल नॉट सपोर्ट द हेल्प ऑल्सो, राइट, कि आप डम्प से करो वगैरह वगैरह। बट सर्टिफिकेशन एग्जाम क्लियर हो जाएगा आपको अगर आपने पूरा मतलब पूरा पढ़ लिया जितना सिलेबस है उतना। इज सर्टिफिकेशन इज मैंडेटरी टू गेट अ जॉब राइट नाउ? मतलब अभी फिलहाल जो है, राइट, फिलहाल सर्विस नाउ इज ऑफरिंग अ 50% वाउचर, राइट? इट इज बेटर टू गेट सर्टिफिकेशन डन, क्योंकि क्या होगा, अभी नहीं करोगे कभी ना कभी करना ही है, ठीक है? मतलब अभी आपको बिना सर्टिफिकेशन का जॉब भी मिल गया, फिर भी आपको नेक्स्ट स्विच के लिए करना ही है। सो इट इज बेटर टू हैव इट अर्ली, राइट? अभी फिलहाल सर्टिफिकेशन का कॉस्ट $300 है, बट राइट नाउ फॉर इंडियंस, फॉर सीएसए, राइट, सर्विस नाउ इज ऑफरिंग 50% डिस्काउंट, राइट? इससे पहले वो नियरली 75% डिस्काउंट पे था, राइट, पिछले साल, राइट? तो फिर जो आपको कभी ना कभी करना है, इट इज बेटर टू do certifications right now only, right after commission. I learned a month stack, but there is lot of competition. The salary is very low. Service now would be the best choice. Yes, Samir, actually, if you are a React or Stack developer, right, you know the JavaScript, right? In the service now, if you know the JavaScript, you will easily get the job. ठीक है? Why? Because there are lots of people in the service now who are at the top position, but they don't know a scripting. This is a fact, right? And they are welcoming the people who knows the scripting, right? So it is better for you if you start early to get into service now. If you make delay, like for example, if you try service now after 2 years or 1 year, right, might be the different situation, right? Right now they have a opening, so right now we should be available for the market. ठीक है? Okay, so any other doubts, guys? Other than this, I hope this session is helpful, right? If you have any doubt or any confusion regarding your gap, regarding your non-tech career, right? Whether you can switch to the service now, right? Regarding anything, whether I can, means अगर आपको लगता होगा कि मुझसे होगा क्या स्क्रिप्टिंग एंड ऑल, कुछ भी डाउट होगे, right, just contact on this number, right, or contact on the number you have. Your doubt will be at least solved, right? Or if you wanted to talk to me also, you can ask them to connect with me, right? I'll be more than happy to solve your doubt, right? What other modules will learn apart from this? So GRC, ITAM, ITOM are the modules which are in demand right now, right after HRSD. HRSD is most demanding, what we can say, demanding thing in service now right now. ITSM तो सबको आता है फिलहाल, right? HRSD is demanding thing, right? जो अभी आपको job दे सकता है. What will be the initial certification to start? Admin certification, certified system admin, CSA. Okay. Perfect.